It's Friday, November 2nd, 2018. I'm Paul Hookalak, and this is TV7.ca News. My wardrobe today has been provided by the great people down at the Tip Top Tailors in St. Albert Centre Mall. Today, we talk about the grand opening of a new seafood retailer, some recent honors earned by the city, and we learn about a local family whose water has been shut off. But first, a 17-year-old Sturgeon County teenager is facing two charges related to the lockdown of Sturgeon Composite High School. Morinville RCMP Corporal Mike Fabrero told TV7.ca News the teenage boy is accused of making threats towards the school on Friday, October 26th. Police responded to a complaint of threats being uttered around mid-morning, indicating the possible use of a handgun. RCMP and authorities with Sturgeon Public School Division decided to initiate a hold and secure of the building at 10 a.m., where students remained in class as a precautionary measure and parents were notified. Soon after the investigation began, RCMP determined where there was no initial threat directed toward the school or students. Shortly after this determination, a video was released in which a subsequent threat was uttered. The initial complaint involved two young men, one of them a student at Sturgeon Composite High School. As a result, a 17-year-old has been charged with uttering threats and mischief. He has been released pending an appearance in Morinville Youth Court. Corporal Fabrero says the investigation is ongoing, and a video has been seized as evidence. The St. Albert Dinner Theatre has given TV7.ca a few tickets to give away to their upcoming production of The Regifters. This humorous look into the meaning of Christmas runs from November 8th to the 24th, and I have the honor of playing the role of Loris Henshaw in the production. Enter to win by leaving a comment below on our Facebook page, or you can purchase tickets from their website. St. Albert is home to a new brick-and-mortar fresh seafood market. Effing Seafoods has been a staple at the St. Albert Farmers Market for 3 seasons now, but last week marked the grand opening of their storefront location on Riel Drive. With over 3,000 square feet of retail space, the store is able to stock fresh fish from the East Coast, West Coast, Iceland, New Zealand, and Hawaii. Owner Effing Rob told us about the origin of the store name.
I grew up in BC, and my dad was a fisherman, so I've been around seafood all my life. I was an oyster farmer for 11 years. That's actually where the name comes from. I used to grow the Effingham Inlet oysters in Effingham Inlet, so it shortened it to the Effing oyster. And now when I started this 3 years ago, I decided to roll with it. Fits my personality. I'm cheeky and fun.
He explains why he selected St. Albert for his location.
I love the community. A lot of people have asked me why Alberta to begin with, because I'm from Vancouver Island. I love it here. I love the community. I love the people. Everyone's so supportive. I've been doing the St. Albert Market for 3 seasons now, and it's such a great community. Everyone has been super supportive, especially from the moment that we announced that we were setting up shop here in St. Albert. All summer long at the market, everyone kept asking, when are we opening? When are we opening? And it's very exciting.
You can check out Effing Seafoods for yourself at number 14044 Riel Drive. The City of St. Albert recently received awards from the Alberta Urban Municipalities Association and the Alberta Recreation and Parks Association. The AUMA named St. Albert as the recipient of the Sustainability in Action Award for a municipality with a population over 10,000. The award is in relation to the city's environmental master plan goals, with the emphasis put on environmental stewardship. Mayor Kathy Heron accepted the AUMA award on September 26th in Red Deer. In addition to this award, the city also received the 2018 Parks Excellence Award, which is shared between the city's Utilities and Environment and Recreation and Parks departments for the Riel Park Redevelopment Project. The 10-year multi-stakeholder project converted an underdeveloped brownfield site into a high-quality and innovative 30-hectare recreation park. The Riel Park project will be used as a benchmark for maximizing recreational, environmental, social, and economic benefits and creating the confidence in the community for tackling future environmental issues. Congratulations to all the hardworking people down at the city for making St. Albert such a great place to live. The Plugged In Community Center is hosting the Shaping Conversations mini conference on November 6th at Leo Nickerson Elementary School. This annual event provides education and facilitates conversations to further ideas, strategies, and calls to actions for inclusive services and partnerships within the community. Tickets are $40 and are available on Eventbrite. This is the St. Albert-based charity's primary fundraiser for the year. TV7.ca has 2 tickets available to give away to one lucky winner. If you're interested, please leave a comment on our Facebook page. And in this week's Financial Focus, Crystal Lucier talks about resources that might be available for your small business.
I want money.
Today I want to talk about resources that are available to small businesses in St. Albert as well as Alberta-wide. I volunteer often for Alberta Business Link, which is a subsidized service for small Alberta businesses. Whether you're a fresh startup or whether you've been in business for a couple of years and you're looking for advice, Alberta Business Link does offer a number of services that are either subsidized or free for business owners. They offer a business grant service where they have experts that can help you research different business grants that are available for application. They can also help you with your business plan writing. So you can go in and sit down with a consultant. They can look at what the requirements are for the grants or funding that you're looking for, and they can help you walk through your business plan and build that yourself if that's what you'd like to do. They also offer meetings with experts. So I'm often there as well as a lawyer that I know, and we meet with clients, subsidized meetings that the government pays part of and we volunteer for, and we sit one-on-one with business owners and help answer a few of your specific questions that are personal to you. We also do webinars on a regular basis. We have one coming up towards the end of the month. They're usually held monthly or every 2 months, and they are interactive webinars where we give advice on certain business topics, and then you're able to write in and we answer your questions for you. It's always done live through Alberta Business Link, and you can check them out at albertabusinesslink.ca. There are also other resources available. You should check out smallbusiness.alberta.ca. There are tips, tricks, and resources available to you there. You may also want to check out the St. Albert Chamber of Commerce. They offer information on permits and licensing that are required for each type of business, as well as local community financing that becomes available. Government grants, CRA can help you look at different granting options and community financing that are available for your type of business. Take a look there at CanadianGrantsBusinessCentre.ca and see if you qualify for any grants that are available to you. Make sure that you connect with professionals in your community to find out what kind of granting, what kind of financing, and what kind of business services you can get for your small business. Thank you very much. This is Crystal Lucier with TV7.ca.
I want money.
Coming up, we take a look at our weekly business spotlight, we review some of the new rules surrounding recycling in St. Albert, and we talk to a local man whose water was shut off by the city for a reason you may find surprising. All that and more after this short break.
Let's go. It's the party on my planet. All the girls here and you know we run it. And on the floor, drinks spilling from the ceiling. Let's lose control, get lost for a minute. Let's go.
Every child deserves a clean, safe environment. Proudly servicing St. Albert families for over 18 years. Enchanted Forest Daycare.
Nothing is funnier than a box full of puppies. And despite our best efforts, we can't compete. TV7.ca. Slightly less entertaining than a box full of puppies.
If you've ever wanted to learn how to sing or play an instrument, A local business has been helping St. Albertans do just that for the past 25 years. The Visionary Centre for the Performing Arts is this week's Business Spotlight.
Martha Livingstone, and the name of the company is Visionary Centre for the Performing Arts and Innovations Music and Visionary Entertainment. Well, we're a musical family. We're everybody here that comes and takes lessons here. We all are part of a musical community where we are really working really hard to develop everybody's creativity and help them achieve their goals. Like even if they're a beginner, if they're just starting out and they want to learn an instrument, we're really happy to get them started and get them inspired. Or if they're an advanced student, we have teachers that teach at a very advanced level as well. So in Visionary Centre for the Performing Arts, we offer music programs and acting programs in St. Albert here for ages basically 6 months old to adults. Well, we have a music festival that we do in the spring, which is called Futures Fest, and we bring in adjudicators from the outside, and it's a popular music festival, so it really focuses on band instruments like rock bands and singers and musical theater, and that's something we do in the spring. And we also are doing a lot of events over Christmas. Especially we're involved in the Snowflake Festival that's in St. Albert, that's going to be coming up at the end of November. So our students will be performing on the stage, and that's a great event for the family. So we're really excited because one of our students, Hannah Adamson, is going to be in the upcoming production at the Citadel Theatre in Matilda. And she's 11 years old, and a lot of times when professional theaters in Edmonton are looking for children or for young actors, they call me up and I recommend, we have some great students and they go out and audition, and so we like to provide those opportunities for students. We're serious about the education that we offer, and we're also serious about having fun.
Well, changes to the city's recycling program are in full swing. TV7.ca's Gary Melnick has that story.
Effective November 1st, some items which used to be collected in the blue recycling bag are no longer being accepted because of changes in global recycling markets. The City of St. Albert is asking residents to put single-use to-go items such as coffee cups and clamshell packaging in the brown garbage cart. In addition, the city now wants you to reuse glass bottles and jars as they are no longer accepted in the blue bags. You can still take glass bottles and jars to the Mike Mitchell Recycling Depot. In October, a flyer was delivered outlining what recyclables went into each recycling or garbage container. Did you read the flyer or just toss it into your recycling bag? Here are some things to note regarding your garbage container. Contrary to what you might think, some items have to go as garbage. This includes incandescent light bulbs, bottle caps and pumps, window and mirror glass, non-deposit Tetra Pak containers, and clothes. Styrofoam is also put in your brown container. However, you might not be aware that this packing material is being recycled, and you can go to London Drugs in St. Albert where they will accept any type of clean styrofoam as they ship it to a processor in British Columbia. In the blue bag, you can toss in books, but remove the hard and soft covers. Flattened milk jugs, pop cans, and deposit containers are also acceptable, but wouldn't you want to keep those separate to get a refund at the bottle depot? The city also reminds you items have to be loose in the blue recycling bag with no additional bags inside, and you can't exceed 15 kilos or 33 pounds per bag. In your green organics container, did you know you can toss in soiled and greasy pizza boxes? Shredded paper is also allowed, along with paper towels, napkins, and tissues. For more information, go to stalbert.ca/waste to learn more on curbside collection and seasonal waste programs. Gary Melnick, TV7.ca News.
The Musée Héritage Museum will be displaying artifacts and stories on Remembrance Day to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the armistice. Historical memorabilia such as photographs, letters, and newspapers will transport the visitors to the Great War era. These stories will speak to the experiences of St. Albertans during the war. Topics will include the Western Front, women in the war, the home front, opposition and oppression, and the aftermath. The museum will be open on Remembrance Day from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. with family-friendly activities. A TV7.ca story a few weeks ago discussed the city's efforts to replace every water meter in town with new wireless reading capabilities. A few local residents, however, have found out the hard way that this city initiative is not voluntary. Jerry and Jeannie Meneg's water was shut off by city workers on Halloween Day for failure to comply with the program. The Menegs told TV7.ca that they have been in talks with the city for months about the possibility of implementing an opt-out program. However, it would appear that the city is unwilling to offer such an option.
And they've in fact told City Council that they were going to look at an opt-out program. They told the public through the media that they were looking at an opt-out program. And then only in April of this year did they even consider bring this before City Council.
The Menegs are concerned with privacy issues surrounding the smart meters.
And they're still doing a privacy impact assessment right at this point in time, and it won't be finished for a week or two. And then I gave her some issues that maybe she'll have to spend some more time thinking about. So it could be some time before we have a privacy impact assessment. And this is months after this program has been implemented and years after the program was first identified.
Jerry and Jeannie are also worried about the possible health repercussions related to the electromagnetic fields produced from the wireless feature. Currently, the Menegs live in a Wi-Fi free home and keep their cell phones in airplane mode, only turning on EMF-producing electronics when they require use. It's their belief that each homeowner should have the right to choose their own exposure levels to EMFs.
The electromagnetic frequencies are a well-known and well-studied. There have been thousands of studies on electromagnetic frequencies. There's a scientific appeal by well over 240 scientists who have put together peer-reviewed literature. And these people have an appeal going to the United Nations and the World Health Organization and the other organizations that are responsible for setting the limits on electromagnetic frequencies. And they're very concerned that the levels are too high.
Despite this move by the city, the Menegs have no foreseeable plans to include the benefit of water services provided by the municipality into their personal residence. Despite this move by the city, the Menegs have no foreseeable plans to include the benefit of water services provided by the municipality into their personal residence.
Well, I'm still hope to keep in communication with them. We are looking at all of the options that are available to us, and I guess in the next few days we'll consider acting on what those options are.
The City of St. Albert celebrates Sports Day this Saturday, November 3rd from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Service Place. You can discover your favorite sports at the Try It events, talk about opportunities that are right for you, and learn how to get involved with coaching and volunteering. This event is completely free, and those attending will also have the chance to win prizes. For more information about Sports Day, please visit the City of St. Albert website. That will do it for today. If you have any news tips or community events, please feel free to message us on Facebook or drop us an email at news@tv7.ca. And for all of us here at TV7.ca, I'm Paul Huckalak.